We hear it from customers. You can't run. I heard it from another vendor the other day. I heard another vendor that has a blob, offloading solution, and they stated that you couldn't run EBS and RBS at the same time. And it's not true. But how would you even think it was true? Let's assume for a minute you didn't know. How do you presume you would migrate from one to the other if you couldn't run them side by side at some point? So we all know EBS is deprecated in 2010, so it won't be supported beyond this wave of SharePoint. So at some point, anybody who's running EBS will have to migrate to RBS. So I can't run those together at the same time. How would I migrate between the two? You're talking about I heard somebody say, well, you'd have to recall the content, reconfigure, and then re-externalize it. Well,
sounds like a lot of work.
That sounds painful, right? Not a viable option in my mind. Some said you'd have to create this job or this tool that would move the placeholders, effectively resynthesize the placeholders or reconfigure them to be RBS versus EBS. It sounds like you're taking the farm down or taking the implementation down to do that. I mean, we've implemented a shallow copy migration between EBS and RBS. So you basically just take an RBS scoped profile and cover your existing EBS profile, and it does a shallow copy migration underneath the covers, and then the EBS one goes away. And that all happens real time. It happens as an asynchronous process, and you can keep the farm up and running. Users can keep using the system. It has no impact to the retrievability of the content. So, but it highlights the fact that you can have them running side by side.